up, man? I want to talk about the situation with this shooter, this transgender shooter, the trans shooter, the transformer shooter. I don't understand how people can show sympathy towards someone just because they're trans or because they want to identify as the opposite sex that they are, but let someone that's normal, or in other words, let someone who is straight, a heterosexual male or a straight female, do something like what this individual did at that private school, killing those innocent children and those innocent adults, hardworking teachers, and some innocent children that had nothing to do with what this trans person, this transformer, is going through. I'm so sick of this behavior from these people who act like they are victims. No trans person will ever go through, nor are they going through, the same things that a quote-unquote minority in this country is going through. I don't care how many people back and support these groups, but at the same time, showing sympathy and showing special privileges to people who are confused about themselves is very, very dangerous. Because what's going to happen when some people are just fed up and they say enough is enough? Gabrielle Union told a bold-faced lie. She went out of her way to try to convince the world that trans people are being hunted, when she has no receipts, no proof, no nothing to prove or back up what she said. But we know it was part of the agenda by the people she worked for, the people she has to answer to try to elevate people who identify as something that they are not. But this individual, this person who is a transgender, or who was a transgender, that person was the one that was doing the hunting. You know, it seems even the Uvalde, I heard the shooter at Uvalde was a cross-dresser. But it's like, you can't force people to accept your sick ways. You can't force people to accept your behavior and what you decide to do with yourself. That is your right. That's your prerogative. But for you to just think you can just try to force yourself on people, and then when they don't want to accept it, you want to start killing people, and you think that's going to make a statement and it's going to be a wake-up call and say, hey, maybe you guys will finally start listening to them and try to understand them. Look what they're doing now. Black people have been oppressed in this country for the longest. But do you see black people going to school, shooting up innocent men, women, and children? The most you'll see black people doing is losing their mind and having a domestic situation where they kill their spouse. You know, I'm very suspect about this dude who supposedly choked his daughter out, especially because of the young lady who was being interviewed in front of the news, trying to force out fake tears. She had no tears in her eyes at all. You know, if I'd have known any better, I would say she's a crisis actor. But at the end of the day, stop trying to take up for these trans people. Stop taking up for people who are terrorists. And stop showing sympathy to them because of their preference and because of the community that they belong to. Because when it backfires, they can't play victim no more. Because they try to force themselves on people to make them accept them. And then when they started trying to kill people because they don't feel accepted, then they're supposed to be the victims now? We're supposed to try to understand them now? Y'all some idiots, man. Y'all gonna have y'all day.